Hi, and welcome to this week's Thursday Thoughts. I'm Sarah Hammerker, and I'm glad you joined me. Today I want to talk about imperfection in a perfect world. Do we live in a perfect world? Seems pretty obvious that we don't. Yet many of us parent as if we reside in a place where everything is just so, no muss, no fuss, and our children never make mistakes. Our homes look like something out of Martha Stewart, living all the time, and our child-rearing decisions are always right. I don't know about you, but that's not how life goes, is it? No one actually thinks that, but you know there was going to be a but, right? Isn't that exactly what we do when something happens outside of our plan? When things go wrong, as they do on a daily basis, let's face it, if not hourly basis, depending on how old your kids are, instead of viewing the situation through the lens of this is how life is, we often go into crazy mode, scrambling to fix a problem without stopping to think whether it's ours to fix or not. This is not to say that every time something happens, we just shrug and step over the mess on the floor. But it does mean that we don't act like every misstep is the end of the world as we know it. And how many of you parent that way? Look, I get the calls. I talk to you moms out there. And let's face it, it's mostly moms who act like your child failed a math test in 3rd grade. It is the end of the world. They're never going to college. Your child didn't make a baseball team. It's the end of the world. They're never going to play another sport again. Your 7th grader comes home with a failing grade on a major science test, and you act as if it's a major diplomatic crisis involving nuclear warheads by your wailing on it. We've become a nation whose parents whose default is to treat every crisis with our children as if it's the crisis to end all crises. What's happened is we've trained ourselves to expect perfection. And anything that does not go according to our perfect plan, we slam into overdrive to fix it. Now, that's a problem on a couple of fronts. One, it tells our children that they have to be perfect. And two, it tells our children that we are going to fix their problems. Now, my kids, I have 2 daughters in high school. Sometimes they've not done well on a test, and we get their grades often enough emailed to us, so I know when they've done right or wrong. Am I going to freak out about it? No, because on the whole, I know they're doing the work. They're struggling in a few classes. Not like struggling, they need tutor strugglings, but they're struggling. It's hard. They have to be disciplined to do it. We offer help, and I keep telling them over and over again, it's okay. It's only high school. It's not the end of the world. That's what I repeat to them constantly. I repeat that to my tween boys. It's okay. It's only a test. It's not the end of the world. Because I want them to know I don't expect perfection in their grades. I don't expect perfection in the way that they clean the kitchen or cook the dinner. Mistakes happen. Messes happen. And I want them to know that it's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm here if you need my help to fix it. But you can do it. You can do better. You can do better on the next test. You can do better on that grade, that class. You can do better tomorrow, because tomorrow is another day. So let's not expect perfection from our children. Let's realize that our children can, as they grow, they can make mistakes. They're going to fail, but they're going to have wonderful successes as well. And we need to remember that what we want our children to have is the ability to pick themselves up, brush themselves off, and start all over again. And yeah, that's an apologies to the 1936 song, Pick Yourself Up by Dorothy Fields and Jerome Crone. One of my favorite songs. Go listen to that, because I think that's the mantra we need to tell our kids. Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and start all over again. You got this, you can do it, and I don't expect perfection. So let's stop putting extra pressure on our kids for perfection and just love them the way they are. Encourage them in their pursuits. Our kids will surprise us by what they can do. They will achieve. Only we let go of perfection and embrace the wonderful, messy, joyous difficulties of reality. That's my Thursday thoughts for the day, and I hope you'll join me next week.